So as I was saying before was, welcome back. What I was saying before was, so at my age, for all you kiddies out there, younger people who, I don't know, maybe didn't watch the news, didn't follow politics until a certain time in your life, like myself. You know, I remember sitting in high school and watching CNN all the time. I just sit there doing my homework when I was in high school, doing my homework and just watching CNN because CNN at the time was the only channel that had the scrolling of the news on the bottom for different stuff around the world, whatever. And the news used to just tell the news. But when Donald Trump announced that he was going to run for presidency, that all switched. And this was my first red flag. This is when I first started. This is when I seen a shift in society, where the news. This is really when Fox split up versus NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN. And don't get me wrong, Fox is still run by the same companies as all these people, whether you want to believe that or not. There's basically three branches that run everything in the world. Just because Fox is separate from everybody doesn't mean that they're not on the same team. Because I still believe that's Fox's name, Fox, for a reason. It's got to be sly and cunning like a fox, fool everybody. But when I seen that, it's kind of taken back by it. And then you just watched everything play out. And then COVID hit. Now the COVID thing really opened up my eyes to a lot of things. I went back centuries for just a lot of stuff, researching a lot of stuff. And it doesn't surprise me that a lot of this stuff that's old like pedophilia and adrenochrome, it's all old. It's centuries old. This dates back to wizards, warlocks, witches, kings, Romans, all of them, man. Like all of them. In my opinion, Rome never fell. Rome just changed its name and went into hiding. It's just been passing its money down for centuries, and that's happened for multiple branches of kings around the world, right? So the money's never disappeared. It's just went into hiding, basically. And I started putting my own puzzle pieces together, and you can call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. Just understand, for any of you trolls out there, I've been online since online was introduced to the people with dial-up, and I was heavily invested online most of my life. Now I see that it's just online's like getting cut and the wound won't heal. It's just toxic. It really is. It's just toxic. I'm so hardened to, like, no, you're not going to say anything that's going to bother me, dude. I'm just like that piece of crap Eminem. I'll rip myself apart before you'll be able to ever rip me apart. And you're never going to hurt my feelings, and I could really give a flying fuck what you say. But once you start piecing puzzles of the whole trafficking operation. See, this is what I think Donald Trump saw. Besides seeing the corruption, the most obvious, obviously a lot of our senators and congressmen and other government officials, they're being blackmailed. Judges, they're all being blackmailed. Cops, whatever, firefighters, they're all being blackmailed. Not all, they're being bribed, they're being blackmailed, or they're just doing it on their own free will because they're just with that mindset. But Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Uh, I think a lot of it has to do with pedophilia, and it goes back to the Hugh Hefner thing that I was talking about. So when COVID hit in 2020, and I was doing all my researches, I came across this article for the FBI was digging under the Playboy Mansion, and this is during the COVID lockdowns. They had all the tents set up in Central Park of New York, and there really wasn't anybody being transferred there medically. And they also brought in that big medical ship that wasn't really being used, and the ship was used for trauma. And the United States Marshals on Twitter at the time made a post about they thwarted a bomb threat or a bombing under the Central Park underneath the Alice in Wonderland display, and there was tunnels down there, and they stopped the bombing. So who was trying to bomb that tunnel and why? Now, ironically enough, Jeffrey Epstein had an apartment about 2 blocks from there. We all know who was involved in that. We all see. We saw the prince going there. There's no secret anymore. If people can't see this by now, there's really no hope for you. You've really been groomed by the media, and they made you docile. This is where Gen X is separated from everybody, because we're nothing like our family. Maybe obviously I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm nothing like my family. I'm nothing like any of these little pansies that are growing up now. We're built different. We're built different. And if you can't see what's going on and you're still letting the media dictate to you who to vote for and having, all these celebrities that came out and voted Kamala, I really don't care who votes for what. That's your own. That's your own personal. That's your preference, man. That's cool. But when you tie all these stars that have been around, that have been mixed up in some bad shit, right, J-Lo? Right, J-Lo? Huh? I bet you J-Lo knew who killed Tupac and Biggie. Right, J-Lo? I'll bet. And all the other ones that are running around this traffic operation. Yeah, you know who you are. You're being called out. There's people calling you out. And you ain't doing nothing about it. You want to know why you're not doing nothing about it? Because you're guilty. You're guilty in one way or another. You're guilty somehow. You're implicated. You're tied up in all this bullshit. And there's gonna be so many stars that are gonna fall, and people are just gonna be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I've been talking about this with people, my neighbors and close circles, and I even tried telling some people back home where I'm from. And they didn't want to listen, which is fine with me. I mean, I understand. I know it's crazy, when you try presenting stuff like this to people. But there's definitely the fallen angels in Hollywood. Yeah, they're gonna get taken down, and they're not gonna be happy. They're not gonna go out with a fight. There's gonna be chaos. Chaos is coming. It really is. I hope you guys are ready, because chaos is coming. I think a lot of the smaller places are gonna not see chaos. You're gonna have maybe your 1 or 2 random crackheads or desperate people, because desperation's kicking in for a lot of people. And let me tell you, I'm a nice dude. I really am. And I love the fight and shit. And I can talk my game. I can talk smack if I need to, whatever. But even the nicest guy in the world, when he goes hungry, I'm going to tell you, that beast will come out in him. And when that beast comes out in him, especially when he's hungry, and and his stomach's turning and cramping up, and his brain is screaming at him. He's gonna do what it gotta do to get that food and water, man. So just for anybody that's not sure, confused, you really need to turn off mainstream media, because they ain't nothing but poison. They're the real virus. They're the real virus. They're the real pandemic. They are there to pollute your mind and keep us separated. And they do a damn good job of it. They do a really damn good job of it, especially since they've been around for so long. So there's a lot of people that just trust them. And I don't know why you'd want to trust them, because if you can't see through their bullshit, again, you're lost. There ain't no helping you. Because for me, it's cut dry. It's cut dry. I see right through a lot of that shit. And I'm not trying to claim I'm some kind of prophet or someone special. I'm just an average dude, but I still see a bunch of just nilly-willy nonsense that's going on. And like I said, when I saw the Fox News and everybody else go separate ways, and they started telling two different sides of a story, this group over here versus Fox News over here, and any other right-wing news company, agency, station, whatever you want to call them, this was my first red flag. And then for the COVID thing, that was the biggest transfer of wealth that we've seen in our lifetime. That was huge. That was just a scam. My first red flag with this whole COVID thing was when Dr. Birx, in a live press conference, came out and said that we're going to label all deaths as COVID related. I stood up and I said to myself, now why the fuck would y'all do that? That's money. There's multiple reasons behind why they did it, but for me, that's not science. That's not following science. That's manipulating science. That's lying to the people, if you ask me. And then I just spiraled from there. I just started doing all my research. This is where it led to me for the Epstein thing and Hugh Hefner, the Playboy Mansion getting dug up, and everybody hating on Trump, even though Trump's backed these people for 20, 30, 35 years. Imagine partying with all these people and then just deciding to run public. What did he see? What did you see, Mr. Trump? Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I registered Republican and I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump in 2016, and that was the first time I ever voted. So I showed you that I wasn't into politics or nothing. But Hillary Clinton being president? No. I wasn't going to allow that to happen. So my vote was definitely going to get counted. At least I think it was going to get counted. Did it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. 2020, I voted for him again. Why did I vote for Donald Trump in 2020? Because I researched Joe Biden. And Joe Biden, in 50 years of government, has done nothing but put black people in jail. It's all there. You could go look at it all, like all the laws that he was trying to create. He put black people in jail. The Democrats are very well known for gaslighting y'all, and I hope you learned your lesson this time. Republicans too. But the Democrats are way, way worse at gaslighting and lying to the people. And I'm hoping that y'all, at least I'm hoping some of you could see that. Obviously, some of you saw that because of the outcome of this past election was big. So, plus we know the Democrats tried to rig the election again. I'm sure there's some Republicans people that worked at places we're trying to make sure that Trump won. Whatever, it's both sides. But let me tell you, the differences are the size of the cheat. And the Democrats in 2020, it's showing now how many votes that they had that aren't there anymore. Just ironically, just magically, just they all just disappeared. Poof. Wow. Wow. Again, why did they flip on Trump like a light switch was thrown? You got to ask yourself this. What would cause Trump to walk away from his party after that many years of campaigning and partying with these people? What caused him to just walk away? And what caused them, all of them, it was an orchestrated event. This wasn't just one or two, three, four, five. This was the entire Hollywood. Ask yourself, why the entire Hollywood? A lot of people, period, in the entertainment business. It's like Stephen King and Mark Hamill, The Return of the Jedi. What a freaking failure, man. Never buy one of your books again, Stephen King. I would never do anything with any of these people. I would never give them the satisfaction of give them a fucking penny on my pocket. A bunch of multi-millionaires trying to decide who should be president and use their fame to push an agenda. Agenda's out in the wide open now. So we're going to see. So the next 4 years for both parties is very important. Okay? It's very important. You all need to pull your heads out of your asses. We can send you a tow truck to help you out. And you need to start focusing on what bills Donald Trump creates and who votes for both parties, yay and nay, for these bills. Just like he's picking his cabinet now. You're about to find out who the rhinos still are in our Senate and Congress and stuff these 4 years. You're going to find out who's who. And this is also going to determine where our country's going. Because if you don't know what's coming, like it or not, it's coming. Right? Agenda 2030 is very real. You don't think these elites want to have a global handcuff on all of us? You're crazy. They're trying to feed us. For one thing, I've been telling my friends as well that I think I've actually made a couple of videos here and there talking about our food is poisonous. And it blew my mind when RFK came out and endorsed Trump and then started talking about how our food is poisonous. And I called this years ago. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. So anybody out there that's been awake longer than I have, props to you, man. That's awesome, because it's good to see people that are awake and aware of what's going on, what's happening, what's coming. But I really do believe that they want a one world government. They want a new world order, and they're going to screw the people over. And everything that they sell to us, they sell it as a positive thing. But trust me, it's going to get turned into a negative thing real quick. Especially with Elon Musk. I'm on the border with Elon. I don't know what that guy's got planned in the future. Look what he's all operating. He's putting satellites up into space, Neuralink. Associate Neuralink with microchips going in your head. He's got robots. What's that guy going to do in 20 years? Imagine having an army of robots to be able to carry guns and stuff, because that's coming. I mean, it's already here. It's just being perfected. I don't trust him. I really don't. Just calling it as it is, man. Anyway, he's doing a good job as of right now, so it is what it is, right? But you need to pay attention who's a rhino and who's not for the Republicans, and even watch the Democrats and see how they vote, and you'll find out who the ones that want to help humanity and the ones that want to money, power, or being bribed or blackmailed because they were naughty and got caught. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are being blackmailed that might be innocent. Maybe they went to a party, someone slipped something into their drink, they picked this person up, carried him into a bedroom, laid him down on the bed, brought a minor in, undressed the minor, put the minor in his arms, make it look like they're, and snap a picture. Boom, we got you. We got you. And they didn't even do nothing. They might be innocent, just getting blackmailed to make sure they vote and push an agenda the way they want. And if you don't, we're going to expose you. And this has been happening for a long time. This is why I think this is happening to a lot of judges right now, innocent or not, blackmailed, whether they're guilty or not. I think this is why criminals are getting turned loose on our streets, especially in blue states. Again, pay attention, and you'll see this. Why are we allowing violent criminals to get out and keep on committing crimes? Because it's part of the design. It's what they want. It's what they want. Certain groups want this. They want chaos. Why do you think they allow these immigrants to come into our country? Don't get me wrong. I like immigration. It's fine. I went to Canada and got permanent resident. It took me over 5 years to get the permanent resident and thousands of dollars with a girl that I was dating and went and met and stayed with for 10 years. I had to go through the process. I was a white guy. Where was my freaking white privilege? I ain't getting no white privilege treatment. I don't know what the fuck you all talking about, this white privilege, because I don't got no white privilege, bro. I really don't. And for all you people out there who are all on this freaking kick about racism, man, you're the only ones that are keeping it alive. You're keeping it alive. Both, all ethnic groups are racist. There's Saudi Arabians that don't like white people. There's Chinese that don't like white people. There's blacks that don't like white people. There's white people that don't like Chinese. It's all around us. There's no escaping it. But on the average of every day that you wake up, and I know I'm jumping around here, but every day that you wake up, do you, especially just question to the black people, because they're the ones who are crying the most about racism and try to audit the cops. And there's a right way and a wrong way about going things and doing things. But for all you black people, brown people, whatever you want to be called, I don't even know. Do you not see white people going to get tan? Why do you think they want to get tan? Because they want to be darker. How do you want to be darker? Because you look better. How many white people do you actually think wake up every morning and say, those damn black people gotta go? Really? Because I'll tell you that probably most people, 9.5 out of 10 people, wake up every day wondering how they're going to feed their kids today, how they're going to feed themselves today, how they're going to feed their dog today, where they're going to get the money to pay for their car insurance, where are they going to get the money to pay for their home insurance. Really, I mean, people have bigger problems to worry about than race, and you're all being exploited by the government and the media. They're the ones who keep driving this nail into the racism and keeping us alive. The government designed all this. They planned all this. They create problems just so they can fix them. And then they look like they're the good guy. Oh, look, the government came and they saved us. Oh, great, government. We need more government. No, we don't need more government. We need fucking less government. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? They're robbing us. Look at it. We're taxed on everything. Why are we being taxed on everything? Why is my paycheck got to go to get a tax for federal and state, depending on where you live? And then I got to go and get groceries taxed, buy clothes, get taxed. Everything's taxed. But yet all my tax money is going to another country. I didn't give a 30 of my tax money to go to freaking Ukraine. Did anybody else? I'm sure there's some bozos out there, some sheep that are still brainwashed and deep sleep into the system, that they're all, oh yes, Ukraine. Do you guys not realize all you got to do is go back and look at past news companies from like way back or in the 90s and stuff, how they used to report about the CNN or the UN, how the UN is corrupt and raping kids and trafficking kids. But yet we give these motherfuckers money. Then they do it for Ukraine. Do you guys realize that Ukraine is one of the top countries in the world for human trafficking? You really think it's just odd that we gave hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine to protect them from Russia? Really? Is that what you really think? You don't think there's something else going on there? Like maybe our government's involved in human trafficking and Ukraine's one of their top suppliers? Come on, man. Is it all that? No, I'm sure there's other shit that's going on there, but they're one of the top countries for human trafficking. They're a corrupt country, like deeply corrupt. Go look at Poland's policy for immigration. They're shooting them. They're telling you come into our land, we're going to shoot you. We need to be more like Poland. Sorry, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I love everybody. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced against anything. I love everybody. If you ever met me and said hi to me, you're going to get a hi from me. You start having a conversation with me, I'm going to have a conversation back with you. And if you start talking about stupid stuff, obviously that's going to end and I'm going to walk away. But I mean, if you wanted to shoot the shit and talk about AMA 1 superbike racing or Formula 1 or boxing and, I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. The clowns in the world need to get out of the circus. You need to wake up and realize what's going on. Open your eyes. Because it's crazy. It's crazy to be like this. There's no reason that our lives in our country and people around the world need to be like this. We need unity, and unity is strength. And you need to quit crying about this racism and these immigrants and stuff. They got to go. You didn't come here legally. You got to go. It's illegal for a reason. It's illegal for a reason. Whether you're coming here for a better life or not, it don't matter. You got to go through the process. Like I said, I went to Canada. It took me 5 years to get a permanent resident. I had to go through the process. I even had to go sit in front of a Canadian immigrations officer with a psychiatrist or whatever. I think they would fall under that category. For body language. They wanted to watch our body language. Right? This female sat and watched us talk, and I could see out my peripheral vision that she was watching us. It wasn't hard. I mean, I knew she was there for. I knew she was there for when she walked in, and she introduced herself and stuff. I already knew what was going on. I had to go and sit through that. I got approved. It's crazy. It's crazy. All you people out there that think these people can just come in illegally, no. My tax dollars, I don't want my money to go towards illegal immigrants. Why do I want my money to go for other people when I want to just have my own life? I want to pay for my own food. I want to pay for my own shit. Why do I want my money to go pay for someone else's shit? I don't. Why? Why do you people want that? There's people out there right now that are a paycheck away from being homeless. I'm single. I never had the blessings to have a child. I've always wanted a kid. I would love to still meet a girl, but my life is fucked up right now because the past 10 years has been it's been longer than that. But I mean, I'm not gonna dog on the woman that I was with because I tried telling her that I wasn't happy and she just ignored me. So I mean, that's on her. But I just want to live, and I think other people just want to live their lives, and they're squeezing us. The last 4 years they're bleeding. And I talked to my neighbor a lot, and I told her, I said, they're gonna bleed us dry before this all started. I said they're gonna bleed us dry for when if Biden gets in, that's what they're gonna do. And that's what they did. They're bleeding everybody dry. Look at the food prices right now. There ain't no reason for this shit. There's no reason for this shit. There really is not. $5 for a dozen of eggs? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? It's supposed to be one of the cheapest foods for people to be able to survive on. It's eggs. And you're going to tell me you got to pay $5 for a fucking dozen of eggs? Yeah, you guys are fucking nuts, man. And people just seem to just think everything's okie dokie. It's not okie dokie! So, in short, Call me conspiracy theory, call me crazy, call me what you want, but whether I'm right or wrong, to be honest with you, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Hollywood's not filled with pedophiles. I really don't think that's the case, though. I really think they're filled with pedophiles. So we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Right, Jay-Z? Right, Beyonce? Right, Eminem? Right, J-Lo? Huh? Right, Robert De Niro? I read an article about you in an Italian newspaper that you were wanted by the police in Italy. Kind of crazy. What were you wanted for again? Yeah, it's trafficking. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. What about Leo? How you doing, Leo? Where you at, buddy? Ashton Kutcher, Mila, man. Mila. Gosh, Jackie, I used to love you. You were so sassy and hot. Now you're just disgusting and ugly. Sad. How many more? What about you, Oprah? Everybody knows about you, Oprah. You're not hiding nothing no more. People are waking up to what's going on. We know about what's your third world, your school in a third world country. We know all about it. I'd say you're trafficking kids, allegedly. That's my opinion. And I'm right to my own opinion. Where are all the kids? What happened to all the kids in Hawaii? There's still like 2,200 missing, right? And there's still a bunch of kids missing in Hawaii that just kind of just disappeared. Yeah, really? It's just like, 2,200 kids just vanished. Pretty crazy how that fire went, too. Wake up, people. Your government hates you. They're feeding us poisonous food. It's all garbage. It's literally crap. It's changed since I was a kid. I sat and told my folks that one time, and they looked at me like I was crazy. I'm starting to see more people speaking out about this now. Back in the 90s, when I was a teenager, our food was different. It tasted different. It filled us up. Now, it's like I can just eat and just keep eating because I'm just eating just absolute garbage. And now you're looking at all the bioengineered. Start going through your ingredients and look and seeing how much stuff has bioengineered food particles in it or food ingredients. It's wild. Me and my neighbor went shopping the other day and we were looking at stuff and we come across nuts. Nuts! Just straight nuts got bioengineered products in it. What are they putting in this bioengineered food particles that they want to put into us? What are they feeding us, and why are they feeding us this? Same thing for getting the pokey poke. They were bribing people. Yo, the government was literally bribing people to get a poke. Do you remember Fat Boy de Blasio?
So much, Randy. Thank you to the whole Shake Shack team. This is really going to help us out. And did you say free fries when you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated. You're saying I could get this, these delicious fries? Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this? Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This could be breakfast? Okay. I want you to look at this and think about, again, some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination. Vaccination. I'm getting a very good feeling about vaccination right this moment. Thank you to Randy Garutti and, of course, Danny Meyer, who's doing so much to help us with the recovery, and the entire team. I've got to finish chewing for a moment. I think that would be more dignified, don't you think? Yeah. So, everyone, we're going to keep rolling out incentives. We're going to keep making it easy. We're going to keep making it fun. We really, really need to get everyone vaccinated. So, keep watching, keep joining in. Choose the thing you love, choose the incentive that moves you, and come on out and get vaccinated. Okay, now.
This is a good hamburger. Let me grab some of these fries here. You you can get this hamburger and French fries, and you come down and get the pokey poke. Fucking what, bro? Are you serious right now? Offering joints to people, free.
Washington State who get a COVID-19 vaccine can get a free joint. The program from the State Cannabis Board is a way to encourage people to get vaccinated. Once they get the shot at an on-site clinic, they can get their free joint. I think it's called Jabs for a joint. Customers can only get it from the retail location during the same visit as they receive their jab. They must be 21 and older to get this. Also, breweries, wineries, and restaurants are offering free drinks in exchange for proof of vaccination.
The Citi Double Cash Card.
For many, it was a moment to celebrate.
I don't think I can overstate how excited we are right now.
Krispy Kreme announcing this week a free donut every day this year for anyone who could show their COVID vaccination card.
Every single person who goes out and gets that vaccine brings us that much closer to a post-COVID America, which we're really excited about. And so if we can show our support with a little tasty treat, then that's what we want to do.
But for some, the idea was anything but sweet. Amid the online celebration from donut lovers, some pretty sour remarks. Those against getting the vaccine calling it discrimination. Looks like you were part of indoctrination of American citizens, wrote one. Another writing, I can't believe people actually fall for this propaganda. Krispy Kreme addressed vaccine hesitancy, calling it a highly personal decision and offering a free donut and coffee to everyone on Mondays until May 24th. But then some started weighing in on donut.
Here at home, a vaccine clinic is returning to a Valley Strip club. Larry Flint's Hustler Club will again host a drive-through COVID-19 clinic at its location off Dean Martin Drive near the 15. It's happening tomorrow from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Only people aged 21 and older can go. Anyone who shows proof of being fully vaccinated and receives their booster shot will get a $200 gift card for Go Best bundles and dinner for two at Terrace Mediterranean.
That's right. The Chicopee Council on Aging was a hive of activity today. People streaming in not only for a delicious meal, but to get some added protection before the holidays. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health is working with communities across the state, hosting clinics to boost COVID-19 protection ahead of the holidays. One such clinic was held at the Chicopee Council on Aging today, where seniors got their chance to get their booster and enjoy a holiday meal with friends.
It's important. COVID is running rampant right now. We're having a lot of cases. The state is reporting a lot. One of the highest populations is the older adults, so we want to make sure that they get vaccinated so they don't get really sick this year.
The event was open to all members of the community, and those who rolled up their sleeves received a $75 gift card for doing so. A nice bonus, especially this time of year. And there are additional clinics coming up in Chicopee, including one at the Public Library on November 22nd. Working for you, Alana Flood.
Links to people, free donuts. I even see giving lap dances out for people that came and get the pokey poke. And all these sheep went and did this shit, bro. Come on, man. Come on. As a society, are we really this dumbed down? And I'm not even the smartest person. I'm not even trying to act like I'm the smartest person. But, yo, what happened to common sense? What happened to be able to read between the lines and just having common sense and say, yo, there's something ain't right about that. Why is this dude trying to bribe me with a hamburger and french fry to come and get a poke? What was in that shit that they wanted us to have so bad? There was something in there that they wanted to have so bad. My preference, my opinion, whatever they wanted to stick in us was done by age groups. This age got this age got that, this age got that, this age got this. That's my opinion. I'm gonna put in my description a channel that I want you to go check out. Maybe the guy's full of crap. I don't know. But let me tell you, This guy talks about a lot of stuff that I researched through my own time. And then he's filled in some spots along the way as well. The stuff that he teaches is mind-blowing. It really is. Again, I don't know if he's for real, but when I paint my own picture years ago, and then this guy comes along and fills the details in on these pictures, I start to think that I'm not crazy. Because I'm psycho! No, I'm just kidding. But I'm starting to think that I'm actually not crazy, and that I'm right. I'm on the right tracks, at least, for a lot of stuff. But we're about to find out. We're about to find out. They tried taking him out 2 times. Iran tried once. That's 3 times. There's a reason. Like I said, there's a reason they flipped on him. There's a reason that they're trying to take him out. Oh, and Pelosi, your day's definitely coming. Your day's definitely coming. And it's going to be freaking glorious. Because you're a crook. You are a absolute 100% corrupt politician that really just, you need to go crawl in your crypt and never come out again. And I do remember a certain person or certain whatever. I just remember someone also saying that some of these people will never be able to walk down the street with their head held high ever again. And let me tell you, the public is going to make sure that does happen. That we're not going to allow you to just forget what we know. So it's coming, people. It's coming. And we're going to find out as soon as he gets, because you know they're not going to certify that. You know there's just going to be a big circus. It's just going to be a big parade. And there's going to be big distractions. And they're just going to gaslight the people. They're continuing to gaslight the people. Mainstream media is in really critical condition right now. NBC's up for sale. CNN's firing a bunch of people. Bye-bye, Anderson Cooper, ex-CIA agent, propagandist bot. Oh, Project Mockingbird is falling. So sad. So sad. I feel so bad for you guys. Fucking not. You're about to watch a change. So once he gets into office and he beats all the bullshit that's going to be thrown at him to get what's rightfully his, that he won, that the people said, this is what we want. I still think he got more than 70. They said he just got 76 million votes for the Republican, most ever. I think he's got way more than 76 million votes. I think there was a lot of votes that probably were pulled out and thrown away. I honestly think the dude got anywhere. I think the dude got 85 million plus. That's my opinion. I want to say 100 million in total, but I might be stretching it on that. But he definitely got, I feel that he definitely got 85 million, at least 85 million. So buckle up, America, because we're going to wait for the chaos in multiple areas. It's gonna get wild, man. It's gonna get wild, and I hope everybody's ready. I would buy food. I would stock up on food. I would stock up on water. I got a bunch of water. Not enough that I should have, but for my lonely self, I got just gallons of milk jugs that I clean out and just fill with water and put them in a dark, cool place. I'd have to ration it to last me for however long I would need it. Who knows? But I'm prepared, at least for what I can be prepared. I'm locked and loaded, and I have weapons in every room in my house. I have a gun that I sleep with next to my bed. I have another gun in another room, another rifle, shotgun in my room, and then I got a pistol in another room. So I'm prepared. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, man. Drop comments down below and let's talk about it. Bring up anything that you want. I don't care. Let's talk about it, man. Share this video if you want. Give it a like. Give it a like at least, for the algorithm. Try to get other people to see what I'm trying to tell y'all. Prepare for the worst, all right? Hope for the best. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Don't get attached to these stars, because I really do believe that you're going to see a lot of entertainment. The entertainment and politicians, they're gonna fall for. I'm calling pedophilia. I'm calling pedophilia. So it is what it is, man. I don't know why you're on my channel. I got more gaming videos coming from our Ark and War Thunder, and I'm probably gonna get into No Man's Sky again, maybe DayZ again. I kind of just bounce around, jump around. Honestly, I'm having a hard time really finding a game. I play just War Thunder and Ark at the moment, yeah, maybe I'll get some more boxing videos coming up here soon too, once my hand gets healed. You could see you probably can't really see it, but I can see, like, when I flex my hand out versus my right hand, I can see how tight the top of my tendons are on the top of my hand. So it's really bad. It's crazy, and it's annoying, to be honest with you. But it's slowly, surely. And what I was talking about before is in my shoulders, man. Laying there, I could just feel that stretching and pulling. It was an annoying pain. It wasn't just a sharp pain. Like I don't take medicine like ibuprofen and stuff. I don't try to take anything that the government really wants to give me. I just stay away from everything. So, but when that started, I started noticing a difference in my shoulders and my wrist and my hand and stuff. So it's loosening. It just takes time. Hopefully in 1 year's time I'll be back to normal, but I'm not gonna know until that time comes. So I hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe out there. Grab yourself some food and water. I'm gonna put down the link in the description. I'm gonna put some YouTube channels for you guys to go check out, that you can make up your own mind whether they're crazy or not. A lot of them are just, some of them are just patriots, people just talking, giving their opinions and trying to warn people, try to teach people how to prepare for situations and whatnot. Yeah, so hope everybody had a good Sunday. Give yourself some blessings, and make sure you get sleep. Rest is very important. And start preparing. It's going to get wild. So I'm out of here.